Welcome! In this orientation, we are going to cover a wide variety of topics and information you, as an employee of the Poway Unified School District, need to know. Our topics will range from tuberculosis testing to child abuse, from fingerprinting to copyright laws, from sexual harassment to retirement. The Poway Unified School District Personnel Office has both the desire and the responsibility to provide you with the information concerning your rights as well as your responsibilities in these areas. Remember, we are presenting a rather broad-based, all-encompassing overview of several areas. Please feel free to take notes, review part or all of this DVD, or request more information from your Human Resources technician. On behalf of the Poway Unified School District, we thank you for your commitment to students, parents, and staff in our school district.
Hello, and welcome to the Poway Unified School District. Poway has a strong reputation as one of the top school districts in the nation. We attribute the success to the high caliber of dedicated teachers and staff members. We also are very fortunate to serve a highly diverse community with the most supportive and engaged parents and students. What makes this success even more impressive is the size and the diversity of the community we serve. We have more than 34,000 students that speak more than 60 different languages. The Poway Unified School District's mission statement states, "College and career readiness for all students." The Poway Unified School District is a national leader in public education, serving as a gateway to our students' future. Our students graduate prepared to succeed in college and in a wide range of post-secondary options in order to work and live productively. We hold high expectations for all students. We provide strong core programs and multiple pathways to ensure each student acquires the key content skills and knowledge, the necessary habits of mind, and the behaviors and attitudes essential for their future success. We hire, retain, and support the highest quality staff from diverse backgrounds to ensure our students' learning. We use our resources to achieve extraordinary results. We seek both practical innovations and continuous improvements to the learning environment for students, parents, and staff. We develop working relationships and partnerships with parents and the community to support our mission.
As a condition of employment in the California public school system, the laws of the state of California require that each employee swear or affirm allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the state of California.
Hi, I'm here to talk about TB test. It is also known as tuberculous skin test. As required by state law, everyone employed in the Poway Unified School District is required to have or show proof of a current TB test. Our district will accept TB test results that are no more than 4 years old. Individuals who have a positive skin test followed by a negative chest X-ray will be exempt from any follow-up testing requirement. However, you'll be asked to fill out a questionnaire at the time of hire and every 4 years thereafter. When the TB verification is due for renewal, an employee will receive a reminder on your pay stub 3 months prior to the actual expiration date. Our district health services conducts TB clinic at no charge to employee. You can check out the date, time, and location on our website on the payroll page.
PUSD employees are required to participate in one of 3 retirement systems. The system you are placed in is determined by the position for which you are hired. The state teachers retirement system, STIRS, are for certificated employees who require a state-issued credential for employment. The Public Employees Retirement System, PERS, are for classified employees who hold non-teaching positions. PERS members also contribute to the Social Security system. PARS, the Public Agency Retirement System, are for classified employees who are employed for less than 50% of a contract. PERS and STIRS are funded by employees and employers' contributions and is based upon 3 factors: age at retirement, your years of eligible service, and your annual earnings. You'll learn more about which program to enroll in as you go through the hiring process.
The district wants safe working conditions for all its employees. One area of possible risk for some employees is in the area of bloodborne illness or pathogens. Bloodborne pathogens refer to hepatitis B and HIV. By contact with blood or other bodily fluids that are infected, simple precautions are provided for protection. Some positions involve handling of or possible contact with bodily fluids. The district offers you the opportunity for inoculations. Any employee who has been exposed post-exposure may receive inoculations at district expense. The new employee notification of bloodborne pathogens information just reviewed indicates whether or not your job falls under where inoculations are available at district expense.
Sexual harassment of or by an employee or student is illegal and will not be tolerated. Our district considers this a major offense and can result in disciplinary action, including dismissal. It may also result in personal, legal, and financial liability. Harassment can take many forms. It is really important that you are sensitive to the people you are with and the people that are around you. Sexual harassment includes, but is not limited to, verbal harassment. Verbal harassment includes derogatory comments, slurs, remarks, or unwelcome sexual comments made towards a woman or a man. A second category is physical harassment. That is unwelcome touching from one person towards another. A third category is visual harassment, which can include posters, screensavers, comments on shirts, and pictures that can be seen in the workstations. And the last one is sexual favors. Those are both physical and verbal unwelcome comments towards anyone. If you feel you are ever being harassed, please make sure to report it immediately to your supervisor or to the personnel department. There will be no retaliation taken on you, and your investigation will be confidential and done thoroughly.
The California Workers' Compensation Law is a plan paid for by the Poway Unified School District. Workers' compensation takes care of medical expenses, provides temporary modified work assignments, and compensates employees determined by district policy. There are certain procedures that must be followed when reporting a workers' compensation claim. If you're injured at work, you must report the injury to your supervisor within 24 hours of the injury. Failure to report during this time frame could cause your claim and the processing of the claim to be delayed or denied. When filing a workers' compensation claim, you must complete a workers' compensation claim form and the employee injury notice form. It's important that you do this on the date of the injury to ensure that your claim will not be delayed or denied. If you're in need of medical treatment, your site or a department representative will provide you with a prime treatment referral form. On the form, it will show the approved medical provider. You must go to the provider indicated on the date indicated. Self-procured medical treatment may not be reimbursed. If it's a life-threatening emergency, your supervisor will take appropriate action. But if you're working alone or you're not able to contact your supervisor, then use your discretion and call 911 or go to the nearest emergency facility. You have the right to pre-designate an authorized personal physician by filling out the employee's pre-designation of personal physician form. This form needs to be on file at the district office prior to any work-related injury. It's your responsibility to provide the medical work status reports and verification of appointments for any time off from work, for doctor's appointments and physical therapy appointments. Failure to provide the documentation could cause the time off from work to be charged your sick leave or time without pay. If you have any questions regarding workers' compensation about procedures or laws, contact the personnel office and the workers' compensation tech. The key to your coverage is prompt reporting of every injury and correctly following all procedures established by district policy.
In 1976, the federal government extended copyright protection to all educational materials. This means that consumables and non-consumables, books, periodicals, online articles, videos, now have the same copyright protection that traditionally was given to literary works. There are severe consequences and penalties for failing to seek copyright release for materials that you use in the course of your work. School districts take this matter very seriously. In the Poway Unified School District, the responsibility for seeking copyright release and ensuring that you are following copyright rules falls on your shoulders. As a classroom teacher, when you find a piece of material that you think will really work in your classroom and you're excited to use it, you need to stop and check its copyright release. If you are a classified person and a teacher or someone else in the organization comes to you and says, can you copy this? Can you make multiple copies? Can you distribute it? You too need to stop and ask, is this material copyright protected and does it need to be copyright released? How do you find this out? Several ways. You can go online and seek copyright information, or if you're on a school site, you can go directly to your school librarian. He or she is an excellent resource around information for copyright and copyright release. So if you have a question about copyright, my recommendation to you is, before you copy, before you disseminate, before you teach, stop, drop, and copyright check.
As an employee of the public schools of California, you're considered a child care custodian. You have a legal obligation to report any instance in which you feel that the child has been abused. Personnel will provide you with documentation and information in order to assist you in making a report. Your school site or department will also assist you with filing that report. You are not required and should not investigate the facts surrounding impossible child abuse. To facilitate your report, contact your school principal, designee, or immediate supervisor. The California Penal Code requires that school employees acknowledge that they are aware of Section 11166 of the California Penal Code. During your employment orientation and personnel, you will be required to sign documentation acknowledging that you are aware of this process.
School districts are required to have their employees fingerprinted and are prohibited from employing individuals with convictions for certain offenses. Fingerprints are processed through the California Department of Justice, Bureau of Criminal Identification and Investigation. After fingerprinting and during your employment, any subsequent arrests or convictions are forwarded to the personnel office. There is a fee for fingerprinting, which is shared between the employee and the school district.
I will be talking to you today about the drug-free workplace. In compliance with the Anti-Drug-Free Act, many school districts have established drug awareness and drug education for their employees. This is to ensure that the workplace is free of illegal drugs and alcohol. In Poway Unified School District, we have strict board policies that prohibit the possession, the use, and the distribution of illegal drugs and alcohol. In addition, this policy clearly delineates the strict disciplinary actions that will be taken against offenders. Your supervisor and the personnel department in the district office can give you further information on these policies and these contract provisions that govern a drug-free workplace. The Poway Unified School District Board of Education recognizes the use of tobacco in any form is hazardous to your health. It is the intent of the Board of Education to keep the district and all the workplaces free from tobacco use. They want to keep the facilities, the buildings, the grounds, and the vehicles free of tobacco use either by students or by adults. If If you need more information on this, please refer to Board Policy Section 4.122. Thank you.
The Federal Immigration Reform and Control Act of 1986 requires employers to see certain documents. These documents are used by employers to verify immigration status. A school district representative will assist you in identifying which documents can be used and in completing the proper forms.
Hi, I'm going to speak with you about family medical leave. State and federal law entitles eligible employees to take up to 12 weeks of family medical leave each year due to medically related reasons. The following reasons may apply. 1, for the birth of a child, or placement with the employee of a child due to foster care or adoption. 2, to care for the member of the extended family, such as a spouse, a child, or a parent, due to medically related issues. Family medical leave is unpaid, and paid leave does run concurrently. Health and welfare benefits are covered for the duration of the leave at the same level of coverage before the leave was granted. If you have any specific questions about family medical leave, please contact your personnel office.
We all know that corporal punishment, that is the willful infliction of physical pain on a pupil, is prohibited by law and by our Board of Education. There are times when a situation might require one to use a reasonable amount of force. If there's an altercation, if there is a time when you need to prevent the physical injury to another in self-defense. But what's important is the idea that it is the willful infliction of physical pain in an unreasonable situation. And what we want everyone to understand is that employees who administer corporal punishment are subject to severe disciplinary action and possibly a criminal charge of child abuse.
In closing, let me again welcome you to the Poway Unified School District. We're glad you're here.
This employee information DVD has been produced by the Poway Unified School District for informational purposes only, for viewing by new school employees. As a new employee, you will be provided with materials further explaining many subjects covered in the program. Please read all supplied materials carefully. If you have questions, or there are areas that you don't understand, please ask your supervisor for further explanation. If you feel you need a refresher on the policies or procedures discussed, ask to review this program again. Thank you for your time, and again, on behalf of the Poway Unified School District, welcome, and thank you for your commitment to making Poway Unified the very best place to work and learn.